What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Garage Talk podcast, where we bring you a real talk, real cause, real stories in the automotive scene in Cape Town, South Africa. Today we're joined by a special guest with the AE82 Conquest, Dual Beams, 11 seconds. Ameen DeVilliers. So before we officially start the podcast, we'd like to thank the band partner of 2ZZ Nation, as well as Saeed Spixale, which is Rack and Grill. So he's obviously part of the brand partners making this podcast possible for you. Guys, don't forget also to check out SS Diagnostics. So that's my business. I sell all car-related products, car parts, bumpers, bonnets, fender liners. What else? Anything you need for a car, you can message me. I can get it for you. Or I sell car products as well. So check out SS Diagnostics on Facebook, as well as Rack and Grill. They obviously do all functions, parties, birthday parties, corporate functions, and so on and so forth. But without further ado, we welcome on course Ameen DeVilliers. Welcome, Buddha. Shukran for your time and your effort. Ameen, so can you just introduce yourself to the people?
I'm Muhammad Ameen DeVilliers, and I'm the owner and driver of the AE82 Toyota Conquest swap dual beams. One stock, 3 SGE.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Shukran, Ameen. Shukran, bro, for the effort and the time and everything you did to be here today.
Should say shukran to you, because you make this possible for us. And I'm not really a camera person, but I'm doing this because of you and for you. So I have much respect for what you're doing and for all of us other races that was here and that is still to come, because at the end of the day we like average races, man.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's almost like there's that fine line between seeing and not being seen.
Yeah.
So respect for that, for you and what you're doing, and the time that you take in order to interview us and our machines or machines, big or small. It's really
found my
amazing.
brother. Look, I won't say I'm long in the scene, but I've been going to Killarney, I've been racing. I started off with street racing and stuff like that. But you know what? Like, everybody don't get to see this car. Like, every other podcast that it's Sani, Junaid, Yasin, you come to Killarney, you see the car. You don't get the time to interact with the person.
100%.
So this is what I want to do. Speak to you, how you know, all of that stuff.
It's amazing.
But shukran for that, bro, and making yourself available, and you're not a camera person like you say, but you're here, and I appreciate it.
It's for you, bro.
I appreciate it.
And for what you're doing for us. That's the main reason and purpose I'm sitting here today.
Where did your love for cars start?
We had a very formal chat about this. It was just one sunny day.
Okay.
We didn't have a car at the time. My mom she had went through a life expectancies.
Okay.
So we used to travel via taxi.
Okay.
And we were on our way to Elite.
Okay.
Did our weekly shopping.
Yeah.
And then in Gatesville, there was like a kind of a taxi rank, man.
Okay.
And we were crossing the road, but in the middle there was an island for us to stand and wait to cross.
Yeah.
And then a Toyota RSI Conquest, but the AE92.
Okay.
I'll never forget that car, because that's where my love for Toyota started. Like I said, I think I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
And I'm standing on the island, and this car is coming on, and I'm listening to the sound of the car as it's coming. And I'm holding my mother's hand, and I'm squeezing my mother's hand. It's like one of the best days for me, where I fell in love with a car, let alone be a Toyota. And the car comes on, it's like a red car. I'm not sure if you're familiar with a Momo Ferrari, but it's like that 5-star. Red and yellow, and the car is red with a thin yellow striping. And I started coiling just there, and I fell in love just there. And ever since then, my dad He had Toyota boxes.
Okay.
He is actually a Nissan guy.
Okay.
By heart. He had Datsuns, but then he bought a boxy and he sold that car.
Okay.
And then when I bought me a Mark 1 two-door, and I was looking for parts at that time, it was still Gumtree and OLX. And I came across this guy in Vanguard Estate, and I went to him for parts for the Mark 1 two-door. And I saw this car of my dad standing there that they had sold. And I ended up doing a straight swap.
Okay.
I found my Mackie in.
So Marv, there was a what car was it? A Golf 2.
Mark 1 two-door.
Mark 1. Okay, Mark 1 Golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark 1 Golf, yeah. And I phoned my Mackie up immediately and I said, "Pita fucky." He's passed away. Allah Jannah, inshallah. Brilliant guy. Taught me everything about mechanical work. Old school.
Yeah.
And I used to still drive for an owner that time.
Okay.
I'm a taxi driver by trade.
Okay.
And I used to put on a relief driver on my van to continue driving and take a taxi through to Mitchell's Plain to go learn mechanical work by him. I was around about, at that time, just before I got married.
Okay.
And then I used to take the taxi from Manenberg on Vanguard Drive, there by Cokeside, up to Mitchell's Plain.
Okay.
And just to go learn mechanical work. And I started off, bro. So this would be his workshop, right? Open area, no cover. There were 2 bins in the corner. He would give me engine cleaner, a quasi, and the parts. And he says to me, go clean those parts. Bro, then I come back and I think it's all clean. And the man asked me like, "Is your gat was?" And I never understood like it's clean. And then that's how it started. So that's where precision work. If I do something, whatever I do, even during my personal capacity or my business capacity, it must be done properly. If it's not done properly, just leave it. That's how it is. And very, very, very brilliant guy. I love him a lot. I miss him a lot because that journey when you're busy putting in a gearbox or rebuilding an engine, the jokes that go, the talks that go in between, it's amazing.
Right. But look, it's that's where it all started, man. And that I think everybody started there with what is this? With cleaning parts.
Bro.
Yeah. Cleaning
not.
parts, cleaning tools. And the tools is not perfectly clean and let's kill jong.
Kan je niet rond te lenen, bro.
Ja, nee.
Als ik klaar is, dan moet het zomaar afvie en dan zijn plek in zit. Het maakt niet uit als het 100 keer dat is.
Yeah. So what was your first? Okay, you said your first car was a Mark 1
No,
Golf, and then
that wasn't actually that was a car that I bought myself.
Okay.
In my matric year.
Okay.
I had some savings that I saved up because I worked as a taxi guy. Weekends, public holidays, school holidays, and then in my matric year, my mom assisted me. Obviously, that time when you doing studies and you get your grades good, they what you call it you for that, man. So my first car was actually a BMW.
Okay.
320.
Okay.
Beautiful car, 2-door Shadowline. I love that car.
2-door, 4-door.
2-door.
Okay.
2-door. Orange though.
Okay.
Mad. So.
Was that the one on the big bumpers or the little bumpers?
Actually, the big bumper. The latest spec.
Okay.
The big 6320.
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually my first car.
Okay.
My first car.
Okay.
You
still have pictures of it?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. That time there was 3310s, me bro, man. I had a Siemens phone.
Yeah.
That phone.
Green screen.
You could kill somebody with it. Bro, if you throw it, it's heavier than a brick.
Yeah.
But so unfortunately I would have loved to have, pictures of that time. But at the time I was like 15 years old, bro.
Okay.
So good 26 years ago.
Yeah. How did you get involved with the
My dad actually, my stepdad, but my dad because he was there for most of my life.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. He was a stoute man.
Yeah.
But today I look at him and I really respect him for the man he's become.
Okay.
Obviously whatever happened between my mom and him, it's not my business.
Yeah.
You understand? But a good guy, man, alhamdulillah. You know, everyone has that good heart or that good piece in them. Man. So sometimes it takes longer for one than the other to find that goodness. But him, alhamdulillah. Yeah. So Indiana, Pavilion, those places, they were into spinning and so on. That time in Luxembourg Pavilion, you understand, and drag racing, Gotala. They won 20 cars gereden, of he won 40Ys. But like I said, he was a Datsun guy. That's where it really all started for me. But what really, you know, kicked it off for me was that day on the island when I saw that RSI Conquest Twin Cam coming.
Just the sound and stuff.
And the way that car looked, bro. Yeah, to me that was
what color was it? Red?
A ruby red, bro. But yo, that car was just big water. Honestly, it was. Looking in general, I own a few twin cams, or owned a few twin cams, and the bubble for me, that's just the baby.
Look at like I drive a Nissan now, alhamdulillah, but that is still a car I want to own. So my first car was a Vantage twin cam. I had after that Vantage twin cam was written off. Een guy drove into me. I then had the slant van, able drive. Resprayed it, did the whole revamp, whatever on the car. And alhamdulillah, I'm driving it next today. But I still want till today. I want the twin cam.
You'll get it,
either Conquest or Pablo.
You'll get
must
it,
be liquor neat, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, while you were speaking, I was actually listening to you. I felt like I'm interviewing you. Because it doesn't feel good to sit next to the Toyota guy for once on the podcast.
But when you started?
My ustad, he had a 4 FE bubble. Sheikh Feroz Mohammed, shout out to him. I'm missing him a lot. We do speak. And I believe he's one of the guys that asked the question. So at the time of being newly wedded, I met parts of what you call it, my ex-wife's family. And he then used to fetch me. At the time he had a 4 FE. Would have assumed there was a little bit of work done, or quite a bit of work. And you know, he wasn't my ustad at the time, but when we met, we just clicked, man, because the love for cars we shared. And he came to fetch me, and look here, it was funny, man, because when I got in the car and he used to fetch me, then our trance and our rave music is moving, bro. And I'm like, but you were sick, you know what I mean? And he explained to me, as long as it doesn't enter the heart, it's nice to hear the tunes, but the heart.
That was a white bubble, if I remember correctly.
Black bumpers, twin spokes. I won't forget that car, bro. That car.
I actually met Feroz when he was already a Mualim, and I met him through my cousin in Maran.
Yes.
Imos Otto, I don't know if you know him.
Yes.
So I actually met him through him, and that's the first time I met Feroz. I was working at the time for Imaran. Obviously a boy at the time, and you know, cleaning tools, taking off starters and whatever. 100%. That's where I met Feroz. Until today, I still, when we see my car, we can sit and talk for
for real.
And I always get him class, say, hey, you were Toyota man.
Yes.
You can my driver if it, but your heart is Toyota.
100%, bro. You know what? And it was crazy. 35th Street. That time it wasn't even really sex. It was the 3-lane. Moederdam. It was LaBelle. LaBelle was open at the time. And Marine Drive, and like I'm thinking about what most guys maybe don't know about where they used to race, man. You understand?
But that was before Mexico's time.
Bro. Mexico was not even born, not even a thought, to be honest to you. Maybe for some people that side, but for us here, no. And then the 20 valve came of Sheikh Feroz Mohammed. Yes, I smile when I mention that guy, man. It was just such a good heart, man. Really, and I got great respect for him, alhamdulillah. Taught me much. I mean, you know, we go to madrasa and they teach you basics, but when you start going deeper into our religion and so on, and you have so much more greater understanding and how you're approaching life. So I mean, I'm a short circuit. I always feel like I want to take somebody's head off or so, but you know, I still have that weakness in me. Inshallah, hopefully with his guidance, man. Yeah, and I would like to continue.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your current car. Behind us.
So a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, Ishmael King, shout out to him, great guy, bought this car. As far as I understand, it was from a guy from Mitchell's Plain. And that guy bought it from a guy, Frankie, where the car originated from. They did the swap and everything in PE or something like that,
Let's call that the number plate Quad Eastern Cape.
Something like that, and that is why I converted it to English, where I put, where the thought, and it will eventually go on. But the number plate Violence, that's where it originated from. So Ishmael owned the car. He got married and said he needs to make provision to get a family kind of car, man. Because most of the time this car was standing. He's at work and his wife at the time expected their first child. They expected their first child. And I'm like, you know what? And we went back and forth many times. And I would say, okay, whenever you're ready, let's sit down. And it went on like 4, 5, 6 times. And I said, Kegi, you know, I don't want to, you know. Say, fat me where the is, no? And then eventually he said, nah, I have to. And I said, okay, fine. We did whatever we needed to do. We concluded our business. And me, I'm a 4AGE guy by heart. I love 4AGE engines. The 16 valve, not the 20 valve. I mean, I don't have anything against it. I just feel that the 16 valve is more, you know, there's more to do, to extract power from. That's why all over the world, people are still driving 4AGE turbo, making insane horsepower. So I've always been that guy. So I have a 7AGE full build. It's standing at Warren Lotte. Shout out to Stealth Works Engineering. Awesome guy, full of nonsense, but brilliant guy. Always gave me advice as I grew older. So because I was young, you know, when I got my first twin cam, I think I was like 21 or 20 years old. My dream car, by the way. It wasn't in a dream condition because I had to drive it away with the door that flew open. But coming back to my car, this car here, I got the car. Now me and my brains, you know, very fidgety. I just want to modify. You understand? Same with, that's why in the past I could never almost finish my race builds, man. Hence why my closed engine is standing at Warren Lotte. But now I have this car. And I had a wet look body. And then one of my close friends that I met, he's a real racer. Shout out to all our real racers. They're a group of amazing guys. After that I have to go off topic, but I have to say this. Each and all of us in that group have good support, have good love towards each other. We're very open, we voice our opinions, and we take advice no matter how hard that pill is to swallow. I got great love for all of them guys. I love you guys for all the support, and inshallah, I hope that we can always maintain that relationship amongst ourselves. So Shamir had a happening, and I didn't say anything, maybe to 1 or 2 guys. And I said, you mustn't worry. And I neared that body to him. And I told him, bro, Bismillah, get this car done. Just put everything over. I'm not going to go into depth what happened because it's on the podcast and I don't, you know, want to speak out of turn. But alhamdulillah, he's on there. Both of us did a good 11.8 on that car.
Nice.
Personal best. Me before him though. And he made a joke and said, nah, it's because I'm lighter. So I did. But yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm glad he's racing. To my car, And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to make the same mistake 3, 4 times over and over. I'm going to leave this engine as is because it has a beautiful base platform. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slag this car. And I did a bit of research, but ideas I had for years in my head, and it was lingering there, man. And Allah maybe just presented that opportunity at the time. Yes. Then I took this car out to a full MSA event.
I remember.
Full trim.
You came with straight tires, open diff.
I think
Straight
it was just tires on there. Same wheels and everything.
Yeah.
Car was still cream beige.
Yeah.
Full trim. Because I thought, yay, the rules change over the years. First you could strip the car out.
Yeah.
But the rules changed and I'm like, yay, I'm going to drive 13s with this car. I'm going to show my barassa now. Shout out to SP Racing also.
Okay.
That's our local crew, Show Park, Manenberg. We are a group of guys.
Okay.
Got much love for them. We street race most of the time.
Yeah.
That's my street fight club. So yeah, it's actually Show Park Racing.
Okay.
But we fall under that. I'm from Manenberg.
Okay.
But we call it South Pisangs.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, group of guys that we talk nonsense all the time. And then I did a 14.2, 14.1 with the car. I'm not sure what the best time was.
I remember, yeah.
And I was getting upset because this is a dual beams, bro. It's in the body.
Remember, I still came to you that day and I asked, hey, is this thing open diff? And then you said, yeah, still open diff.
Yeah,
so you must still fit it.
That's where the journey with the car actually started because I took it there to see what it needs done to.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I said? I need a LS. I'm not going to touch that engine.
Yeah.
And reference to all the people that doesn't believe this is a stock cylinder head, a stock block, it's unopened. The throttles that are on here came from Frankie.
Okay.
Up in PE. Everything as it is here, besides my fuel system, is exactly identical, and the LS in the 2ZZ stock box, OEM. Even the LS comes from a OEM box.
Okay. Yeah.
So shout out to Getting Gear.
An helical one, no?
Yeah.
You must get the clutch type and the helical.
Yeah.
It's a helical,
yeah.
the gear type.
Gear type, there we go, yeah. Shout out to Getting Gear. Rafik, Buta Adil, Les, the mechanic, the main mechanic, yeah. Brilliant guys. I've had a relationship with Buta Adil and Rafik since they were at the house.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
Is that Crawford, no?
Yeah, Wood Road, Crawford, Belgravia.
Yeah.
Crawford, Belgravia. Always helping me out. Always giving me advice.
Yeah.
Because at that time I was new. I had my white twin cam that I bought that I told you wasn't in a great condition. But bro, the twin cams, 96 kilowatts, it's like very donkey, man. And I couldn't understand how Toyota used that engine as a rally engine until I got clued up and got some knowledge about gearbox ratios. Then at the time, Rifat was doing it with his blue 20 valve, or RXI, I think. Yeah, the long one. He was racing with that car, Rifat Moses. Shout out to RXI Performance. Also, always giving advice. Good guy.
If you're watching, you must come on, Kanana.
Yeah, nah, he will. I will make sure he gets here. And then ratios. Then I found out that you can build the running gears into the twin cam box. And that was a game changer, bro. Honestly, because as a stock engine, it feels like you modified the engine just because of the acceleration that the ratio change gives you.
How big it was. So with regards to the twin cam, like I said, and at the time, like my bro, I was young. I was like 18. I didn't even think of gear ratios. But my car was stock. I had a series. I started with the Tivas. I blew a head gasket on that, took that head off. Put the Series 3 head on.
Best idea ever.
Put the Series 3 head on Bakker. You know Bakker, PPT?
Bakker.
Weinberg.
Okay, is he the one that specializes in Volkswagen diesel?
No.
Oh, not in
No. But Bakker PPT for back in the day.
Okay.
So he was working on my car at the time, and he said to me, "Look here, this head. The other head is more now, more better flowing or whatever." Then the head we made a swap, and I gave him a difference. He fitted the head for me. We took my Tivas cams out. Which the Tivas cams is I put it in there, and I promise you, I can count on my one hand for the people I raced how much times I got puck. There was one bear that won me with a VR6 with niters. there was a 16 valve Golf. ABF. He won me because I actually drove with this bar with a 8 valve. And I won this bar, and then he came. So he's like, hey, die mense phone me. Let's see, met 18 in I said, we can drive. So he won me, and then I got packed from a CD also. 2-liter 16 valve throttles, cams, the yellow goodness. And that was about it, man. That was about it. But that engine, like I say, like you saying now, it was donkey. But now, I always tell people, if I must buy me a twin cam now, I will do what you just said now. I keep the engine, it must be 16 valve. Keep the engine stock.
It was an ECU, bro.
Yeah, keep the engine stock. Just with the other gear set and a purple flywheel. And that time I had what we used to call back then a bus flywheel. That was a bus flywheel.
And that thing is 9.2 kgs, man.
Yes, exactly.
The twin cam.
And I promise you, just the way that car arrived, second, third gear, that was quite.
That was what I call progressive mods. Because it's OEM parts that you're using from a better or a more improved version from the 20 valve. So I put on my black top flywheel and the gear set. And that was all. No branch, it was an ECU. 24/7 race fuels. What's that guy's name with the 20 valve, man? Camille. I think they sold 24/7 race fuels at the time. And
Zaire Anthony.
Yes, there we go. I think I still have him number. Yes. So what I used to do is, it was like a cheat for me, man. I used to pull my tank off, throw in that 5 liter, and then reset the ECU to pick up. Because there's a lot of things that people maybe didn't know at the time that you had to do. But if you have read up about the 4AG and where it comes from, it actually comes from a Ford Cosworth. That's where Toyota copied and improved the twin cam 4AG engine. So that's where it went. I used to race, bro. I belong and still currently belong to Rolling Republic, Twin Cam Owners Club.
That's back in the day. Are they still around?
Look, we are all still around, but obviously life happens and people
cars get sold.
100%.
Family
I maintain that I always need to have a twin cam, no matter what.
You still have one, no?
Yes, I do.
A blue one?
Yes.
You resprayed it?
No, not actually. That's a different one.
Is it a different one?
Yeah, my white one I gave to my panel beater. I gave it to him. Great guy. Shout out to Baba. He's not really a social media guy. And so am I.
Baba from where? Not from Q-Town.
He was originally from Ephraim. Short guy, spray painter.
You never had a white Easter back then?
No. He's into Nissan. He's a Skyline guy. Yeah. Might be before my time because he's quite older than me.
Is he older than you?
Yeah.
Nah, then it's not the same up.
But that was the car, bro. That car looked so ugly. I promise you, when I just got it, I just concentrated on suspension because when I drove and I pull away, then the car fly to the oncoming traffic and so I concentrated on the suspension. At the time I was still married. Then they tell me I'm gonna kill myself in this car. But when the car came together, suspension wise and so on, like stable on the road, best car ever to drive, honestly. That car, VTEX, they can come, bro. Chip, exhaust, Kotamara, maybe nipping by a sticky of a fender. But on top, you obviously have more legs because of the VTEC and so on. But yeah, that was my food. 20 valves was my food. Like, if you put it full trim against full trim, ECU against ECU. Tough time.
At 16 valves is quite, So just coming back to the car. So you say the engine and everything is still like it is, no? I know that, but for the people.
It's unopened. I haven't touched a component on the cars, cylinder head or sub-assembly. It's still unopened, yes.
So same throttles, you changed the branch on your neck?
That's what I did, branch and exhaust, because the other branch, unfortunately, when I got the car, was blowing and it looked a little bit tired. So that's what I changed on here. And then full custom fuel system. And just gutted the car. That's it, weight. However, this car is still 741 kilograms.
Still even.
And yeah, a 2E body like this weighs about 765, 780, somewhere around there. And I would assume it's because of the car zijn blok.
Ja.
Tijblokken, meneer. Ik rijd die kar. Ik heb niks genade voor die kar als ik erin heb. Hij moet doen wat hij moet doen.
So the car has a full kg, no?
I'd say half.
Okay.
Not even half, maybe three-quarter. Three-quarter cage, fiber front, and all detachable panels are fiberglass, yeah.
Nice. Management?
I started off, when I bought the car, it was on Sastik. I drove my PB 11.8 at the time with the Sastik, and then I switched over to the Fuel Tech. Yeah.
450?
FT450, yes. And then we went out on the clutch, on the button clutch, and then it started slipping. Now it wasn't a button, it was still the XZ clutch.
Okay.
Then I did a 11.8 again, and then we swapped over, and then we had the coil pack issue, where the car was missing. And then myself and my tuner, shout out to the Dynamic Motorsport, by far for me,
Vessel.
an amazing guy, Vessel Oosterhuizen. I love that man, not because he's my tuner, because of his character.
Quite character.
He's an amazing guy, bro, on and off the track. Even when we're speaking over the phone, I couldn't have asked for a better tuner to be by my side. And not because he comes to the track for me. Like I said, his character as a person in personal.
Quite bad,
Yo, meneer.
Even his brother, you know that? His brothers must Badla Motorsport.
I met him.
Full boost Marius.
I didn't meet him
in person.
No, I met him in person, but I didn't have an in-depth conversation because obviously when he comes down from Johannesburg, they catch up. And I was there one night to witness and the way they go on with one another. It's nice to witness. But again, shout out to the Dynamic Motorsport, the owner Vessel. I love you, man. You're amazing.
Shout out Vessel.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
I call him Oom, he call me Oompie. Vessel. And he says, and I said, yeah, you can't miss. But because the adrenaline is pumping at the track, and you know, you never have that brain capacity to just calm down because you just want to go race, man. And he says, Oom, ik dink miskien is 'n gasket, miskien het gelig. I said, okay, no, I'm easy. I'm not disappointed or anything because it's a race car at the end of the day, and I have that understanding. If something happens, then it is how it has to be. You understand? I have that in life. Whatever happens, happens for a reason, whether it be good or bad, comes from Allah. Alhamdulillah. And I have a lot of sabr for that, man, as you grow older. So, we enjoy the day. I go home. I tow the car to him Monday. But I start the car up on pump fuel because I run on alcohol fuel. So I drain that. And I put in the pump fuel just to keep the injectors and the lines lubricated. And I start the car up and the car's idling. Normal. Anyways, I give it a light rev. Clean. Yeah, what's happening? I tow the car through to him. I come to him, I say, oh, die car idle aan recht. And obviously, we're not, on a high. The adrenaline is pumping. And he says, you know what? But I'm going to understand coils so. Bro, we put in the coils. And I idle the car. I poop on the dyno. That's what it has to do. Shows us the graph it showed. And bro, I'm telling you, this engine is a stick Easter, man. And that's also for all the guys out there, man. Look, I need to speak into the camera for this, for the Toyota guys. The journey of this car is to push it to its limitations in stock form, cylinder head, block. An open engine, I must mention that, man, so that the guys that always said it can't be done or that is too scared to do it. I can't speak on behalf of another engine because I can't say it's going to handle as much as, but what I can tell you is you can push it. And I'm doing it now. And I'm going to continue to do it till it says to me that it can't do it anymore. And we'll see how far. Hopefully, we're on a PB of 11.5 off the trailer. The second run was better, 60 foot and 8 mile. Unfortunately, the pressure plate came out in pizza pieces. So we have a new setup on the clutch and flywheel now. And inshallah, we hope to see at the next event if it's a good day, if we can go faster.
With this, during this build?
This build? To be honest with you, nothing much. Just getting the things done. My plans were all lingering in my head, like I said, for years already. And when I got the opportunity, it was just bang, bang, bang. Shout out to one of the real races, and also our on-track guy that helps us at Killarney, Rian. He was the first one to actually tell me the score came up quick, fast. And Alhamdulillah, Allah shukr, Allah first, Allah above everything. I'm happy. There is changes around the engine that I am making, and I continue to see as I progress and as I race along. So I'm happy with the car. Other than, you know, normal issues, like the coil pack issue, the clutch issue, nothing much, nothing else that I have issues with on this car. The journey of a racer, you can't not expect any issues, bro. It's a race car. Yeah, if it comes, it comes. It is how it has to be. Like I told you, I live by that. What's put out is put out, and it's how you take it in and get back up from it, man. That determines the outcome for you.
Okay, go on. So there was no real big issues?
Nah, until this clutch issue now.
Okay. How long did the build take till where you are now? Since you started to do the car?
When I got the car. Shout out to my friend Kami out in Malmesbury, CK. Shout out to CK Outlaws. They like family. When I wasn't racing at the track, always supported that guys. I
know, yeah, you always on the track with Saud, no?
Yeah. Shout out to Saud Pasha. I maak ka proud, bro. I man move, man. I move. So yeah, guy Kami, out in Malmesbury. When I got this car, I drove this car down. Shout out to GSD also, Kharif, for doing my cage and my branch, exhaust, traction bars. We know each other very, very long. We also met at Uncle Zahir's place. Shout out to Z-Line Performance. Much love for that guy. Irrespective, I don't tune there. That's just an amazing guy on his own as well. Always helpful. So Khalid's car was on the dyno. He had a 4AG turbo. And he was having issues with his trigger wheel setup. And obviously I live in Menenberg. At the time, I lived in Menenberg. Many moons ago. And I told him, you know what? This is how myself and Khalid met. We did meet briefly before, because when Zahir was in at Coke's Athlone Industrial side, if you remember, you could literally hear how he's tuning the cars laat nacht, early morning, during the day. The cars would shout down there. And then he just moved over to
where he is now.
There by Excellent Meat Market, that side. And then he had issues. I walked in there and I came across Khalid with his slant front. And then I said, you know what, just hold on, man. It's safe. And I moved home. I had a red Aster. I just swapped over my Aster to my twin cam engine. Put on management and when the coil pack set up. And then obviously I had the issue. And I went home. I took off my entire crank pulley because it's a twin cam. I took off my bracket with the sensor. I drove down to Zahir and I said, set him up. And ever since then, our journey began as friends and whatever. And then I came to know that he welds, etc. and does fabricational work and so. And then obviously he did my stuff. My journey, I also made fakes, which I've also made previously before. And found out what his skills are. And then he perfected my exhaust. He perfected my cage and my fuel system. He built my tank. Shout out to Fakes in-house developments, as well as Geo Performance, Geo. They are all guys that helped me along my journey to get where I am. So I'm always appreciative, highly appreciative of what the people and who the people are that helped me along my journey with this car. I'll never forget them because they've been put there for a reason. So, you know, shout out to all of them.
Oh, yeah. So how long did it take plus minus for you to get it from a full street car to this now?
To be honest with you, about a month.
Okay.
About a month, yeah.
I remember, yeah. It wasn't long, no?
It wasn't long. I know I came out just before. I think I came out. I'm not sure when my first event was with the drag car, but it wasn't long after that. It's a month or two.
In your first event out, you did a what?
12.7.
12.7.
Pump fuel.
Pump fuel.
No additives.
Yeah.
No
And
nuts.
that was with maar was Sastik, no?
Sastik still at the time, yes. Sastik.
And who was tuning the car that time?
Vessel actually. So yo, we forced it, me bro. Actually, the first event I missed that I entered due to circumstances, but then I forced one night. I never met Vessel in my life.
Okay.
I have to say this joke, but so Fakes and Gio introduced me to Vessel, and we were busy getting the car done, and it was late. And we ended up tuning past 2 in the morning, Saturday of the event, bro. Kassam. Doors are still off, everything. Bro, I drove this car home out of Belleville to Menenberg. Past 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, past 2, maf. And it was starting to rain. And Vessel's thing, and I was upset because my car went on for like 2 or 3 runs. And I like phoned you up and I told you, hey, I'm keggy, I'm teary. Because how can you put, what am I paying for here, man? You understand? And then only later they explained to me there's an old age home and they can't tune so late, etc., etc. At the time the car made 162 on pump fuel. It was decent. But I'm like, tuners don't take 2 or 3 runs, man. What's happening here, man? I can't accept this, man. You know what I mean? And I'm furious at the time because, look, firstly, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even realize that because my mind is just, I want to get done for the event, man. And then 2, 3 runs, en ze klaar getune. Nee, wacht man. Moet je speel samen nie. Wat gaan nou hier zijn? You know what I mean? And then obviously Gio phoned him and he phoned Gio and then they talked and I went back and that's when we actually really interacted, man. And
but you went back on the next day or the next week?
The next event. After the next event. So yeah, so I was happy and I'm happy there now. It's my happy place. I mean, I would forget about my entire day if I end up there. If I get there, I don't want to leave.
It's always liquor there. It's always liquor there. So I went there the first time with Rian. I obviously met Vessel at the time. I went with Rian a couple of times. I went with another guy also, Torik.
Yes.
Got the station wagon, Sloan fan.
Okay.
The twin came in. I went there with him. I went to these other night as well. So Vessel's always like, if I'm in the area, I always pop in there.
Yeah.
So when I leave and he's maybe busy tuning a car and he see me, I greet him and then he's busy and then he'll always message me like, hey, waar was hy?
And that's what
I said, nah, I had to leave.
Apart from him being a tuner, he's just an amazing soul, honestly. And I am blessed to have crossed paths with him. Not just for my car, man. But as
he's always helpful, man.
Whatever it may be.
Always.
On and off the track, bro.
So there's a story that I want to tell, but we'll leave that for Riza. When Riza comes on, he can tell the story.
Oh, is Riza going to come on?
No, he must come on. He don't have other choice.
He's a very introvert person.
I told him already, bro, I want to hear nothing. You must also come on. So we'll leave that story for them.
I have to make mention, like I said, of the Real Races group. When I got there, you know, obviously you knew because it's harde mannen there, bro. Vinnige mannen into the group after I did the 12.7, I think it was. And then I had a few street battles after that. And I drove with Mushfiq K24. And uit met dak, bro. Uit met dak.
I saw that video.
I had a few issues. But if you come to race,
come with what you got, leave with what you get.
Understand?
No excuses.
So, there was a little bit of banter. You understand? But I can't take it to heart, man. Because to me, a race is a race. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, for all the up and coming guys, if you go out to race and for whatever reason you don't win the race, don't take it to heart, man. Don't take it personal.
There's only 2 cars that.
Because at the end of the day, we spoil it, man. We spoil the fun, man. There's too much this and that and the other. Go Whatever it is, you come with. Accept it, because you're never going to be the fastest, and you're never going to be the best, whether it be on the track or on the road. For me personally, I don't have expectations with this car, because I really don't know what to expect, bro. It can be an engine failure, it can be a PB, it can be going backwards. The only desire I have with this car is drive it like you stole it, and have the best possible outcome than what I had before. That's it. I don't have a time expectancy. Honestly, when I built this car, the only expectation I had was to do 12s. I didn't even have a thought or a dream of doing 11. Bro,
Alhamdulillah.
Day by day, what this car showed me on the last event, I don't want to say it, but it's what is lingering in my mind, man, is that this is a potential going 10-second car as it is. I will strive and try my best to get there, but it's not an expectation.
Like look in all the other podcasts that we had so far, like we always say, Kiloni will humble you.
And yeah, that's what happened to me on the first time I took this car out, when I thought and expected a 13.5 or 13.7 or so. And what did Kiloni
that was it was still full term.
Yeah, what did Kiloni? They give me a 14.1, 14.2 manier. Gaan ek met my kop tussen my bene is toe. But that's
But you learn. But the quiet thing is you came back. That is a quiet
I knew what I needed to do from there, man.
And that is the quiet thing. Like a lot of men will do that, and they will do that time. But in their mind, they know the car got the 13-second in, but they don't do it, and then they're like, nah, they're not gonna come back, and then they stop and they see. So like I said in previous podcasts, also tires is really important.
100%, bro.
You know that tires and LSD.
It's a build up. You know, you can have all of that stuff, tires, LSD. But if you don't train yourself to set yourself in that blocks and come out of that blocks properly, you can still not be successful in what you maybe want to achieve or get the best out of what your car has to offer. So your preload, your staging, your pull away, your shifting, your mindset, most of all. You understand? Because like I said, remember, the adrenaline is moving. No matter how you say you are calm behind your wheel, when you get to that lights, and that light goes boom and goes down, bro, as bloeddruk twice deur die dak. But I know when I come to the end of that 400, I stick the same time in out of excitement, you know, the adrenaline or the best feeling ever though.
Change anything on the score, what would it be?
As it is, at this moment, absolutely nothing. Maybe try and cut more weight out of the car. I am looking at that, but it's offering me more than what I expected from it. That's it.
Do you remember your first run down the dragster?
12.7.
No, like your first, not to the score specifically.
In actual fact, it was with my twin cam. That's also another funny story because it was full trim, robot racing. With my actually street to strip, I think it was. Street to strip. It was on a Friday night still that time. Before, you know, street to strips was on a Friday night time events. Not slips, but you had the time on the board. So I used to slag my fellow 20 valves and 16 valves, twin cams, like behoorlijk. And then Kilani again humbled me because I lost every race, and I'll never forget that.
Can you remember your time?
Yeah, bro, I think I was something like a 15.8. Many moons ago, Said. Many moons ago. I think it was a 15.8.
15.8.
Yeah, cool. 15.8. For what it was.
It was fast at the time.
I'm too much cheddar.
Not fast, quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was nice, it was fun. But that time I didn't even know about the gear setting and that. It was just a stock car.
The stock car.
Stock car, Still the mushroom twin cam wheels on, you know, and so.
And your current PB now with the car is a 11.5.
11.5.
11.5.
Don't forget off the trailer, guys.
Right, Ameen DeVilliers. The key welder. Ga niet met die nooit, ja. Cross. across the line, 11.5.
No.
You only did one run that day, no?
Eh?
You only did one run.
That was my first and my second run.
Yeah.
Better 60 foot,
yeah.
where I was.
Yeah.
Better 8 mile
Yeah.
from the first run.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
The revs went to
Yeah.
somewhere around 9,700 RPM. When it was funny when I heard, "Katwah!"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. And I don't switch off the car immediately because I let it roll out of the way, man.
Yeah.
And I hear my engine running still. I'm like, okay, the engine's running, so I put it off and I get out as quick as I can. And by that time, the marshals are coming. And the only thing in my mind is,
Oil.
I asked the marshals, is dat olie op die trek?
Yeah.
And they say, nee, ik smile.
Yeah.
Ik say, good shot. I'm like, good shot.
Right.
And then, yeah, but the sound, because it's hollow, man.
Yeah.
It's everything is emptied out.
Yeah.
So when you hear that, bwah, and clah, everything just rattling and throwing yourself, I'm surprised nothing came through my bell housing.
And how was the bell housing? Fine still?
It's fine. It's the same bell housing that is in there.
You hectic, you're lucky.
Yeah. Funny enough, they pushed me off the track and I found Wessel, my tuner, and I tell him, ik denk, maar die bakkie ombring om te tow. And he comes with the bakkie and I couldn't get the gears and then he put it in the gear and he actually drove the car back. I was still driving the bakkie if you didn't see that day.
Yeah.
I was driving the bakkie back and he drove my car back. But how did it grip? It probably just gripped on the one piece of the of the pressure plate that was still there, hanging on. And he drove it back and that was it, yeah. And I was laughing about it, but I was most happy.
Yeah.
Not because the engine, if it blew, it blew. But I'm just thinking to myself, ik wil nie nou geld uitgee vir kila nie, for a fine for olie. You understand? And also, we live to fight another day.
Yeah, cool. That was actually the run against Tian, no? Yes.
Bro, that's the second run now. No? First run was also my clutch. Second run also my clutch. No, I'm lying. First run, I think it was the miss.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the miss.
And we don't call each other out, man.
Yeah.
It just comes and we line up.
Line up, yeah.
Yeah. But I told him, but my aim isn't to chase others, man, and chase their times. It's just to do the best that I can. But ek is by hulle, even vir Sani ook. Hy moet worry. Ek is agter sy spore. They are inspiring to me, man. Shout out to Sani, to Shirat, to Cooper, to Yasin, to all the guys in the real race groups. Like I say, if I don't mention you guys' name, I am mentioning you guys in a whole. But they've all been supportive and we've all had this amazing relationship on and off the track. There's no gazatgeit. If there is any type of feeling of that, we sort that shit out.
One time.
You understand? There's no room for that, man. There is no room for that because why waste your time being negative or having a negative energy towards somebody? You understand? And for that reason, I am still in that group. I mean, I've addressed many issues within our group. How I feel, I voice how I feel and what I'm thinking. They know that. But for the most part, this is like the first most, like original group of people that I've encountered. And it's a lot of men. You understand? And I know it can buy a months. Wat Egra's vrouwens is, bro. You understand? But yeah, in the real races group, all of them, if I didn't mention your name, I mention you guys as a whole, the real races group. Amazing.
And everybody says that. No?
Amazing. No,
everyone says that I've interviewed so far.
Amazing environment.
Everybody says the same thing, so it must be good.
Yeah, look, it's all about mindset, man. I mean, if you can help somebody out, doesn't matter whether it be how big or how small, man. And it's within your capacity to do so, bro. It's a blessing for you, man, not for the next person. Remember that. It's a blessing for you. Not because you're doing it for a blessing, but it will come back tenfold, man. And in life, out of racing, we just need to try to live like that, man. You know, there's that saying of the Japanese, imagine living life in peace. And that's one step towards living your life in peace, bro. Is to be lekker with the next person, irrespective of what. You know, we react, myself first, bro. As iemand nou van my iets verkeerd sê, dan smaak ek jou kop af, but you understand? But inshallah, you know, Allah put sabr in my heart.
Amen,
Yeah, that's where it is, yeah.
What race for you stands out the most since you're racing now? You're racing today.
There was a race with Zachary, Opa, with a Golfie, and with a 4AGE turbo Chambaki, red.
Yeah,
That's a white guy, also tunes by Whistle. I didn't even know he tuned by Whistle. I was going down the strip, I was still on the pump fuel.
Yeah.
Right, I think that was my first event with the car.
Yeah.
And I was like mooring this car down the strip, thinking, hey, what time am I going to do while I'm driving? And I know one of my power points is my launching. At 60 foot, maybe to my 8th mile. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ahead. And I just see Opa flying past me. And I start laughing and smiling while I'm driving. And I said, that's what it's about, me. Because it just gives me the urge to come close.
What kept turbo? 1400?
In the back pocket, cross the line, 12.1 for Jacques Willems.
12.1 for the lift line.
12.7 for Ameen DeVilliers.
12.7, well done Ameen. Well done Ameen, 12.7. Ameen DeVilliers. Seven for Ameen.
And get better. And what can I do to get closer to them? And because they are OG racers. Shout out to Flow Performance, Royston. He's an OG racer. That man's car is mental. You understand? And he's not so mental. So I can. You understand?
Floy, Royston, if you're watching, we're coming to you also, bro. And I don't want to hear no for ons, no. So yeah. I'm just saying so that you also know.
They OGs, bro. I mean, they've been on the track since I was standing in the stands, man. I mean, I've been racing for a long time, but it was mostly like street fights, man. You understand? I've been at the track all the time in support of our locals, Rifat Moses, Saud, Pasha, them, you know, Sally, Camille, Puni, Nolan. All of them, Smiley, you know, all of them, they've been my inspiration. Shirat with a pop-up, and this car, this black car, is what I got inspired from by Shirat when I saw his beautiful black pop-up. I told myself, black is my color, and I'm gonna do it.
Actually look nice, no?
That car.
Do you know who owns that car now?
I don't, honestly, but. I believe they're busy with the car and it's going to come out. I'm speaking under correction. But I know that car, when I saw that car, my one friend Zaim, also part of Rolling Republic, Twin Cam Owners Club, he actually introduced me or gave me Shirat's number. I didn't know Shirat from a bar soap. I was just in love with the car. I still am today. I have pictures of that car. And I showed him and I told him when we actually met in the Real Racers group and we spoke, I told him, you didn't even know that you were my inspiration for making my car black and, you know, the Lexan windows and all of those things, so, humble guy,
always.
You know, beautiful soul as well. You know, I'm really blessed, alhamdulillah, with all of the guys, man, in and out of the Real Racers group. In our personal capacity, the things we do that doesn't consist of talking about the drag car or race car, YK projects, Yasin, Junaid, Chas Auto, Julian, Tola, all of them, man, you know, they eat like Owens. And it's lucky to have it in your circle, bro. Because at the end of the day, life can't get better than that, man, you know. And I have to say, shout out to my family that supports me through all my things on and off from the track.
Yeah.
That you know, without them knowing, inspires me to be a better person, to do better in life. You know, they might not know it, they might not see it or think it or so, but for us on the other side, it's some acts of random kindness that can change one's perception, Muff. I went a bit to Cape Flats there, perception on your outlook at life, man. And this, it's all just temporary. But for the most part, at least I'm not, you know, running with my firearm through the Cape Flats, you know, or in a drug den. I'd rather than invest or put my money in here and smile about it. You understand? So, alhamdulillah.
And the closest race that you had with someone?
Yo, I don't know. I really don't know. On the track for this one, I could mention a few that were supposed to be close, but then maybe I slipped the gear or the clutch slipped, or I know I would have had a nice race with Shirat because, like I say, to me, a car that's faster than me inspires me to get closer to them. To Tian, Tariq, with the I think that's the KRX, CRX, yeah, the gunmetal color, him. Opa, I love all my races. Whether they slow or faster, it just gives me more data for my brain.
But you know, if you like you saying now, if you think about it like logically, you never actually had a lot of runs.
I didn't. Kasam, my first event, I can say.
That is why you can't say like your best run was whatever.
My first event, I think, was the most runs I ever did.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I do a run or two, and then it's a troubleshoot. Yeah. That's all.
But alhamdulillah, at least you know when you do have issues, you don't need a quiet time.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Each event that I've encountered, I've done a personal best. Every event. Alhamdulillah. So hopefully I can keep that train running.
Inshallah.
And that's the plan.
Inshallah.
You made a video. I think I have that video somewhere when you were standing on the stands and you made a video. And I did the 12-1.
Yeah.
And that was done with a slipping clutch.
Yeah.
And that's when I was saying
I must actually check.
Yeah.
I should have that.
Yeah, I heard your voice clearly. You said, well done, I'm in 12-1.
Someone's clutch is slipping.
Cross the line of time of 11.9.
11.9, well done, Ameen. Finally in the 11s. 11.9. Ever broken anything on the track? Yes. A clutch or a pressure plate, no?
Yeah. Just the coil pack and the clutch deposit.
So you never had any big setbacks with this car, no?
No.
Besides the clutch.
There was like when I changed to fuel tech. Again, I'll tell you, I got much love for my tuner. This car was there after the event. Nothing wrong with the car, but it was my own fault. I don't know if it contributed to the problem. I parked the car because I lived like it was what you call it. I think the car was parked and there was no covering. It was the event in March, and I didn't cover my throttles, the bodies at least, the trumpets, and it was raining a few days later, and I only realized, shit, I didn't close the throttles, and I left it, and I towed my car to the event. There was one event I missed this year. I towed my car to the tuner, and I told him, Vessel, ik het water in die throttles laat gaan en vergeet om te maken. Take out the plugs. Bro, we swing this car. Kom maar fountains uit. Fountains, bro. Water op die piston. Now, the pores maybe a little bit rusted or whatever. Alright. We eventually clear out all the water. Throw a little bit of oil on the piston just to lubricate whatever, if there was a rust, which I'm sure there would have been. Start tuning the car. Yeah, but the other car isn't just breaking down. Now you must know, every time it does a pull. Have you ever heard of a car doing 150 runs for the year so far? On die car, meneer hulle molest die car op die dyno. Back to back, so man. Anyways, so yeah, the car was breaking down. And I told him, Oom, kyk, if we don't get it right, let's miss this event. It doesn't bother me. It is how it has to be. And he doesn't want to understand, but we don't make it and we leave it. But every day after that, as the car up the dyno, he wants to solve the issue. I'm not there. I don't know what's happening, but the car gaan op die dyno. And bro, with the last event where I did that PB now, he eventually found the issue. It was on full sequential fueling, but for some reason if we do the run, then it breaks down in the RPM, like maybe around 7,000 RPM or so. But then we switch over to semi-sequential. Boom, figures is there, the graph identical. For some reason his dyno was serviced and became a little bit stingier. So yeah, the numbers didn't look, but the graph was identical. It even looked a little bit better. And I'm like, en hy is to me, ek wil niks verstaan nie. Al moet ek jou tou af en hy kote maar, want sy gaan ry, ons gaan Kilani toe. And the relentless effort that the guy puts in, man, it just makes you fall in love with him more as a tuner. You understand? The effort, man.
Yeah, so maybe you know what, I say, and no disrespect to no other tuner in Cape Town or in South Africa.
I tell you, I love Uncle Zahir.
Like I tune by Dynotech, right?
That's where I come from, man.
Yeah. So I tune by Dynotech Isak, and for me, Isak with the UniQ, we still don't unfortunately do UniQ. But not you don't have that, I don't know, you don't have something. Anyway, so I tune by Isak. So they also, I went previously to another place, they fitted my chip, everything, and I came there, that man said, BTK getune. I told him, he shook his head. I said, what is wrong? What is okay? He said, ek wil nie mense op head mouth. I said, boss, there's a reason I'm standing here on your dyno. Because I'm not by other mense. 100%. He said, no, they didn't tune this car. All they did was here, they loaded the map and they made set changes. He says, die car is swap petrol. I say, ja. He say, hoe lang het hulle die car getune? I say, half an hour, 20 minutes. He say, nah, ek tune nie so lankie. He say, gaat sy hier bly? I say, ja, hy het die tune the car. My car went from, I think, 132 kilowatts to 149 kilowatts.
And that on Dynotech.
And
bro.
So my car made there by Dynotech 148 kilowatts and 190 newtons. But like the two of them got the same patience, man. Like my bro, like that man. Like I've been there with a lot of people. And the stuff that man do,
there's troubleshooting. He will assist you 100%. On the dyno. And he will take your car off and let the other car come on. And that the auto there. He's also like a kind of a mechanic. And that other lighty. Shout out to Dynotech. Saki, Mom Saki. I call him Mom Saki Isak. I've been with Dynotech basically all my life, other than Uncle Zahir. Just personal preference. Much love for Uncle Zahir. All the time. You know, he always teases me, goes on with me. We have great respect for one another. We have good relations. But if I must have my normal street car, I'll still go to Dynotech. But I have a good relationship with my current tuner, and I take nothing away from Saki. It's just that it's more convenient, and Saki is very business hours orientated.
There we go.
So you don't have that gap, man. Or so. It takes a lot from Saki to tell you, okay, we can work a little bit later. So, and once again, I'm appreciative of my tuner because he gives me that, man. You understand? You can speak to him.
And it's not only to you. He gives it to everybody.
To everyone, bro.
Everybody.
I'm not.
Like he will tell people, nah, go na 5, go 6 o'clock. The means check, huh? No, you safe, come.
There's a certain frame time frame.
Yeah.
Like I said, because of the old age home.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to have any issues with that. Man.
Yeah.
But for the most part, bro, him as a person, man,
Yeah.
he always has a cake. If I have to, you know, in our Cape Flats terms, it's altijd a cake for me, sir.
No,
And that's what drives him forward, man.
Yeah.
You know what makes him successful, and he's never afraid to give advice or not. I think afraid would be the wrong term. He's never afgunstig, never selfish to give advice, and this should be, you know, something for all the people out there, man. Don't hold back what you have that can help others. It's going to come back to you guys, and it will come back tenfold.
What keeps you coming back to the track?
Racing is in my blood, brother. Racing is in my blood. If I'm not racing myself, I'm watching one of my fellow racers race. You will never get me away from the track, bro. Ek Uber as ek hier kar het. You can ask anyone. Saoud him. They'll tell you. Bro, my backpack, I Uber through to Killarney. The love for racing is just the love for racing, man. I have it in me. If I'm not at the track or on the street, I'm watching it, Formula One. I'm watching any that NHR drag racing, CK, not CK Outlaw, what's this? Outlaw, street outlaw racing. But bro, if it's not on the TV, it's on the phone. If it's not on the phone, it's in person or watching someone else. You know, the love for racing. It's also my getaway, man, from our crazy life.
From stressful
yeah, you understand.
So what goes into keeping the car competitive?
Not much really. Just add the alcohol fuels and there you go, bro. Basically just my service kit for every event. 2 service kits because I am like that, man. I'm just a very finicky person. So I'll buy a service kit before it goes on the dyno, and then I'll do another service after it comes off for the race. And then my fuel and my entry. It's still a chunk load of money, but for the most part, not much spent. I mean, I could have been doing drugs. I could have been, you know, doing pole dancing, entertaining girls at Mavericks, you know, things like that. But this, for me, is where I want to be, man, where I'm at.
What sacrifices have you made for racing?
A lot. However, I have my small business, alhamdulillah, Allah shukr. I have transportation, taxis. I have a very strict, you know, rule that racing and my business shouldn't mix. Because look, this hobby or passion of mine requires money. I promise you. And if you're gonna allow yourself to take money from your business, then you're gonna end up alongside the gutter, bro. I promise you. I've seen it. I've come across people that I know take bonds out and for the cause, and it's not a good thing. It's sad to see the outcome sometimes. Some of them can handle it, some are not so fortunate. And I wouldn't want to put myself, or especially my children, you know, or my loved ones in such a position. So I drive contract at night, and that funds, that is for my passion, for my racing passion. I'm not you know, the richest guy in the world, but I take what I have and I do whatever I can with what I have, and you know, I continue to go forward.
What's the most stressful part of your race day?
Sani, wat is my naam?
12 o'clock.
Mr. 12 o'clock. That's my name. He dubbed me that name.
You know, there's actually a question on the Facebook questions that says, ask him why does he always come late to the track?
Because I let the other guys prep their cars, prep the track with their cars for me. In the mornings, the track is wet. I always got upset for Saoud. And but I come after lunch, bro. I never understood it. But maybe his reason isn't the same like mine. But because he was always late. Always like that.
Always, yeah.
Scout with him, bro. Custom. I get mad for him.
You still do it today.
Yeah. But my personal reason, the other guys can lay down the rubber, man. The track is cold, especially now. In summer, I'll most probably do better. My last event, I was very early. I was there 7 o'clock, bro. I think just after 7. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. But for the most part, the other guys can eat up the track. Because
lay down the rubber, let the track quite settle.
Yeah, lekker.
Okay, guys, there you have it. That's why that man's always late. Inspired by Saud Pasha. Saud, if you're watching, I'm coming to you also. So, and I don't also want to know for answer. I know you won't say no to me, but I'm just saying.
Saud has always been an inspiration for me in racing. He's a relentless effort and
check here. There's one thing I'm not gonna say it on the video, but I want to do what Saud. I know Saud from before he was driving this.
When he had the 2012.
Yeah, so there's a lot of money that don't know.
Yeah.
So I want Saud to tell us the stories. Why he's driving a BBL today. But we'll leave that for when we get to him. How do you feel about the local drag racing scene in Cape Town?
Look, I flew up one weekend just out of madness because I've never been to Taunton. And
I got you there. You were there when I was there in June.
I'm not sure.
Was it in June?
I can't even remember when I went.
I saw you there.
When last year?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me. I went this year.
Oh, you went this year?
I went this year,
Okay.
I went this year. I've always wanted to go to Taunton because the courses was next level and my Universal, he's from that side, man. And his twin turbo V8 was niks lekker, man. But I wanted that experience. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go up. I'm going to fly up. My cousin lives down. My family lives down in Johannesburg. But God, I like to drive from one place to the other day at least an hour. At least an hour, bro.
Like we took the plane up. We went with the flight.
No, I also flew up.
We took the first flight and it took us 2 hours to drive. And you know the young drive. Did you drive with the young drive?
No, I heard the joke.
So, now just check. No?
You guys just say,
now just check. We took 2 hours. No? That is worth stopping by carrots, going to the toilet, buying us something to eat because we never ate.
And a 2-hour journey.
And that's all in the 2 hour journey. Now just check. Rian didn't drive, man. Like me, maybe.
We come in the evening.
Like me, I'm at man early, bro. We come there, we still were early.
Look.
But now
we have I can't fully say it. I'm excited to go with the real or be part of the real street races group to go drive down in PE. It's gonna happen this year still. Very soon, if all goes well and we stick to our commitments and our plans. And you must definitely, and you are most definitely going to be with us on that journey, inshallah. We're going to make it happen, man. I can't wait to have this journey because I know we're a bunch of crazy dudes and I know we're going to do crazy stuff. Like, you know, Khatmak and I can already feel that love in that journey, man. That craziness.
It's going to be lekker,
Yeah,
inshallah. Hopefully I can go with you.
Yeah, Tian must also come down.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can have a full race around with him.
What changes would you like to see at Killarney?
Look, personally, it is much better than it was before. Maybe my personal feeling of Killarney racetrack, it bothers me a lot, man, because Killarney racetrack was there before residents, and now we have sound testing issues. Look, I speak out, bro. Nothing and no one's going to stop me from voicing how I feel. You know what? If residents that came after the track understood the fact that there's a racetrack there, man, then why do we have to be the ones to adhere to sound restrictions? Why do we build our race cars? To eke out the best we can of our race cars.
And we can't do it, we can't have the cars like this on the street.
That's why we have a racetrack. I mean, I haven't street raced in I don't know how long because I made the sacrifice. But the more restrictions they putting in place, that is not supposed to be there, man. the more you're chasing the people away from the track and pushing them into the street, or to do what I call street racing. I don't even want to mention that word, but you're pushing them away. You're supposed to lock us in.
To make it
be there. Yes, to be hungry to get to the next event, to be able to run 2 or 3 events a month, if possible. Look, we're not overseas, but we can learn and take from them. These tracks that are open around the clock for street races, around the world, bro. People can go with their cars, whatever time, whenever they feel day of the week, to go test their cars or run their cars or whatever the case. Why can't we implement those things here? I want to speak to Gaten McKenzie, because he's most our Minister of Sports and Agriculture, I'm not sure. Ik vat nie nog regtig nou nie, but this is really something that needs to be, or otherwise, the city must build us a new racetrack.
A full-on racetrack,
Yeah.
Out of everybody's way.
Exactly, because why should, again, I will stress that point out, why should we be restricted to do a hood exit and worry about, is it going to pass a sound test? That people were not
And I
there.
don't think it's like that at no other racetracks. I might be wrong.
Under correction.
I might be wrong, but
Exactly.
at Tolton, it's definitely not like that.
My point,
That
exactly.
was the place that I've been to
100%.
outside Cape Town. And I don't think it's like that at any other
Look,
racetrack.
you are cutting business at the end of the day, not just races or street races, man. And this is a very important factor for me. And I hope that this video travels somewhat to somebody that will listen and can amend this rules and certain regulations. And then obviously maybe resurface our strip. I love Killarney. I will always love Killarney. But they're taking the love out of it by restricting us from coming to the track and giving the best and all that we can give with our race cars. You understand?
Because a lot of the Owens also like you know, I've been there for many years.
Yeah.
I haven't maybe raced. I've raced once or twice, but I'm there as a spectator, and it's not quite to see when the actual, like you, for example, you get banned for sound or whatever.
Exactly, bro.
People spend, it's fuel, it's dyno time, it's
money,
prep
it's
time.
What about the
Everybody
people?
don't have that option where
and the people
you can work on your own
that
car.
travel to come to make the trip here, man.
Exactly.
You know, that is very sad, and I think it's utterly disrespectful because a personal friend that I would call of mine experienced that, and I think it's very ugly to do such a thing. You understand? You know, you could warn him for the next event, but on that day, first time, that now in situations like that is where I feel I want to break your neck. You understand? Or pull it off from your body. And I would do it in a heartbeat, bro. But I wouldn't think
It's not
twice.
nice, man.
It's not nice.
Like, look, we understand these rules, these regulations, whatever the case may be. But I think, you know, like especially on a Saturday, man, whether it's a track day,
one
whether
day,
it's a
man,
track day
of the month,
there's nothing happening
So
on a
my
Sunday
question
anymore.
is, if we have restrictions on our sound for a 400 meter, please, I'm stressing this out. The circuit cars, how loud is that cars? I mean, there's V8s that go around there.
But so they also have, you don't know that?
Yeah, they have, but it was never like that. And how much performance is taken away from a car because of
put boxes on.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
So, I mean, I would firmly believe and say that I'm not the only one that has this emotion towards that rule.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the circuit racers and the spinners, because I mean, I look at niks exhaust money, but they also have a restriction now. You understand what I'm saying? They're killing the love for the sport, man, by doing this stuff. When we are coming to the track, a place that's supposed to be where you let everything loose. You understand? And for me, that's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. What were some of the races you respect? All races.
Each and every racer. I will never look down. I will always try to inspire. I will always try to give whatever advice and knowledge I have to the person that is still up and coming.
Yeah.
Because you never know. That guy might be in the Guinness Book of Records one day. And if you were part of that, well, that's a good feeling, right?
What impresses you the most?
So, it's coming on a long time. I think that guy, his name was also Cheston Hawk, HOC.
Yeah.
I think he was driving with the Opel NA engine back in the day.
Yeah.
That same chassis.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that guy. Over the years, I've watched him. Honestly.
I got actually a few cars, no?
Yeah, no, but that one specifically.
Yeah.
The
NA
main one, the one with HOC.
Yeah.
The white one that has a, I don't know
You
what.
got the side exit
Yes.
exhaust now, it's turbo
Now
motor.
listen, years back, this guy was bullied. He used to come to robot racing, before robot racing, he used to come to the street to strip events with that car. That car never used to feature. But I used to, as a spectator, I told you, I hate to miss events, man. That's my happy place. So when it's Wednesdays or Fridays, street to strip, I used to watch it, be a spectator and watch him. And yo, my bro, hulle het hom vir hom gesloten. But that guy never gave up, bro. Never ever. No? And as time went by, he progressed and started slaughtering back, bro. To date, I got much respect for him. Shout out to HOC. I don't know.
Paul Jancis, that's the
I
one.
don't-
The short brother. There's one that the other Civic.
No, not the Civic, the Opel.
The white one with the
drag
side
car.
exit exhaust.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Paul. Yeah.
I don't know him personally. We greet each other on track and whatever, but we never really interacted. But that is a car that will always stand out for me because I know I pak wat, sommer baie pak wat. But he never gave up. He always, persevered. And he went and he's doing things now, my bro. He's one of the top
Shout out
contenders.
Paul Jantis of HOC Performance. Ock Tuning out in Mitchell's Plain. And then the Cape Town versus the rest. You raced that event?
Did I?
Did you?
I'm not sure.
You did, man. Didn't you?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Nazi.
Tukolosini was here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, jare. Bro. Yeah, I berat sy brille gesoek, but I red lighted man because my two-step didn't engage lekker. So I red light. You know what? You know why I wanted to go up against him? Because we both were doing 11-8 at the time.
At the time.
And it would have been such an amazing race. But I messed it up.
Unfortunately,
the Washif. Shout out to Washif at Sageworks. Yo, het meid gekakt met moe lijvera, man. Yo, tongues in your tongues. But my preload is very aggressive, man.
Yeah.
So, at the time, my two-step didn't want to hold, and I literally jetted into a red light. But for the most part, if that was a street race, but in all fairness, I think he had an issue with his car.
Okay, at that time.
Something happened in that race. Yeah, I'll send you that video.
Yeah.
But I met the owners or the family of the Tokolosi car. Amazing people.
Who drives the car? Tasharik drives the car.
The son, yes.
Yeah, Tasharik
The
drives.
son drives the car. But I met the dad.
Okay.
Very good people. We chat.
I spoke to the dad
give you
before on
advice.
WhatsApp and to Tasharik, but I never get the chance when they're here. They're always busy. Always. And you don't want to just be that bad.
But that car's moving now, bro.
Yeah.
I got my workout out for me.
What's that, 11?
11.1, bro.
11.1,
For
nice.
PB. That car's
So
moving.
fastest rear drive beams is a 10.9.
10.9. Kamikaze.
Kamikaze,
He did that
yeah.
on Killarney.
Kamikaze, he did
Many
that
people
Killarney.
don't know
that
that
was in a
one.
KE10, no?
Yes.
The white one.
No, wasn't a KE10. Wasn't it in a Datsun
No,
body?
it wasn't the Datsun.
Was it the KE?
So they knocked the Datsun by some place in what you call it.
I know he came to Kamikaze came with a Datsun body first.
Yeah, you came with the Datsun first. It was a GX.
Yes.
And then they knocked
There we
that
go.
car. Then they had a white KE10 with Kamikaze on the side.
100%.
Yeah.
But I know he did the 10.9 in the. He did it in the Datsun.
Oh, that was a liquor paar years back.
Bro.
Yeah.
Raak oud meneer. But the heart is still young meneer.
nee.
Jy weet sy sit al met rugproblems nou.
Okay, so quick round of questions.
Ja.
So it's just yes or no answers, or you just choose one. Turbo, naturally aspirated.
NA.
Naturally
No,
aspirated.
my dream car is a 2JZ.
Okay. And
GTE.
I also want the Super, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Mark 4, that's it. So if you can choose a brand, not Toyota, what would you choose? Honda, Nissan,
BMW.
BMW. Okay, BMW. And then street car, race car? Both.
If I can have all the race cars in the world, bro, and build my own track, I just have my nerds on Instagram about my track.
Okay. Fan wheel drive, rear wheel drive? Both. Favorite track? You've only raced at Killarney, no?
Only raced at Killarney.
Okay. But you've been at other tracks?
I've been at Talton.
Okay.
I've been to PE. Scribant is a very nice track, bro.
Okay.
Can tell you that much.
Okay, I haven't been there yet. Hopefully, inshallah, I'm going to go with you. And then, favorite local racer? You said this.
No, that's my favorite pole.
Okay.
Or the guy that or at least the guy that I've been most impressed with.
Okay. Favorite local racer?
At this moment, myself.
Okay, fine. Favorite local racer?
But inspired by many other races.
Yeah. What's next for the car? PB. Any new projects on the horizon besides this car?
Inshallah, my plans is to, if this engine breaks for some reason or holds up till I'm ready, I'm gonna do a 2GR swap in here.
Inshallah. 2GR. Got the same body, no?
Exactly like it is, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe take out another 100 kgs with a stronger engine.
Inshallah. So what goals are you chasing now, PB wise?
I have no expectations.
No expectations.
My only promise to myself, or my only dua for myself is to do better than the previous event.
Okay.
That's what it is. I don't have a time.
Okay.
Whether I do 11.51, 11.50, 11.53, better than that, alhamdulillah.
Right.
As long as I'm moving forward.
Okay. Okay. Any sponsors you would like to thank?
I don't really have sponsors.
Okay.
I pay my way all the way, but there are people that do give me, better pricing.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of them. Mark at Toyota.
Okay.
Mark, no one knows him.
Okay.
He gets me my oil.
Okay.
Jimmy's Motor Spares.
Okay.
AHK Motor Spares. Capital Motor Spares.
Okay.
These are all people that give me discounted pricing. Check them out. They always have good stock and will always help wherever they can.
Okay.
That's about it.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to all my friends and family for always supporting me, for everything they do. There's so many names to mention, and I don't want to mention and miss any.
Yeah.
So take your name and put your name there.
Yeah.
This is for all of you guys that always and will forever be my corner, to always push me and help me move forward and be successful both in and off the track.
Inshallah. And then, where can people find you or follow you on?
WhatsApp. I'm
not on social media
person.
Okay,
No.
so you're not on social media.
It's not for anything.
Okay. Just on WhatsApp.
To be honest with you, if there was other means of communication, I would leave WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But that is my platform for work as well.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how it is.
I know you're not really on socials because I didn't see you on
even my
socials.
business, I would love to, but I am just the way I am.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, so he's unfortunately not on Facebook, guys. If you want to ask him anything, or actually no social media besides WhatsApp.
They can ask you, and you can WhatsApp me.
There we go. So if you have anything you want to ask, you can message me. I'll message Armin and ask him. You want to see on the next Garage Talk podcast?
Cooper. En moet hom recht maken.
Okay.
En definitely opa.
Okay.
Smaak een beetje lach, man.
Okay.
He's a funny guy. Like,
So Upa's the guy with the red Mark 1 Golf.
Turbo.
Roy Boom, ne?
yeah,
Roy Boom, yeah. So that car was in a first, is now turbocharged.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Cooper's the guy with the white Mark 1 Golf for the R32 in. So I'll insert pictures here of the car.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get one of them on next on the podcast. There's also just a few questions from Facebook. That's the last thing we're going to do. We'll start with Firoz. Firoz's question asking me if he remembers the 35th Street's white Conquest 2012.
I will never forget that day. You know what happened there, bro? So I think that's when the police had that starting time of clamping down on street races.
Yeah.
This is many moons ago, bro. So we go out and Sheikh Firoz is racing. And I call him Imam. He's racing and the police come. And that man spat, bro. And he's standing there on the side of the road. Myself and another few guys. And the police come around en meneer, jullie niet van die hoek af wegkomen. Hij sluit dus jullie toe verslinterd. And I'm like, jij was die man. And he comes around and pick it up and gooi. Then, that same night, we coming from 35th onto Moderdam. 3-lane, we get a white VTEC Civic. And bro, I'm standing by the airport's traffic lights. Opposite, Levers. Ik klim uit, bro. Want die mensen gaan nou rijden. Toen rijden we op die 3-lane. Toen rijden we rijden onder de dak af.
But at that time you could get out. We used to hang out there. We used to be, what is that street there?
It's Moderdam, bro.
Moderdam, yeah, 3-lane Moderdam.
Bro, I used to admire Washif's
There used to be a Schalke house there on the corner.
Yes, that was where the hookup was.
Yeah.
And then they come out, cars both sides, up and down, parked on the yellow lane.
We used to call it that time Million Man Mods.
Yeah, bro. Washif used to drive.
And then Malik asked you, as hy 'n bietjie white verloor, sal hy dan faster is?
Most definitely, probably I'm trying to lose in the region of maybe 5 to 8 kgs, or maybe 5 to 10.
Inshallah.
I'm entering. I've entered the Hyrox fitness course.
Okay.
It's happening in August.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be heavy training for that now.
Inshallah. Malik Solomon, there you have your answer. Cooper asks here, what is his end goal with the Hot Wheels car? Because for the achievement thus far.
Endless.
Endless goals, no?
Yeah. Whatever is set out for me and put out for me, I'm not going to stop trying to achieve.
You will continue, no? Van Productions asks, does he still have the 7AG twin cam? And will he be racing that car too in future? Yeah,
it will be going in the RSI Conquest.
Okay.
And it will be a street fighter.
But not the AE82, AE92.
AE92,
okay.
RSI Conquest. Yeah.
So that's going to be a street fighter. Fred, you've got your answer. Easy Hussein says, I think we must put that setup in the CRX. Nee, wacht, say.
I made a joke the other day. I was who did I was? Oh yeah, I was one of our real street racers. Real racer. Ziad Pool.
Yeah.
I made a joke with him. I asked me, hey Ziad, where is that CRX of yours? And he says, nah, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, nah, because I want to put the dual beams in there. So maybe you never know.
So, Shaheen Amla says, is this car series loving it? Shaheen het weer tyd wat jokes en ek. Yasin Karim asks, what does K stand for?
He knows, but I won't say it out unless you're allowed to. Put it on the pod. K stands for kak.
Then Ameen DeVilliers asks, advice do you have for people who are aspiring to build a tag or a race car?
Take your time. Never mix your work money, or if you have a normal job and not running a business, never cut your household short. Always take care of your responsibilities first, and whatever you have left, you can save it, or put it into your car, whether a big part or small part. Never stop dreaming the impossible. I believe and I live by words such as nothing is impossible and anything and everything is possible. And don't let people put you down in a negative way, saying yes, you're taking years or whatever. If they have the money to finish it, then let them do it. You understand? Until then, everything has its time, its prescribed time. And at least for the most part, if you don't get to where you want to be, never stop trying to get there. You understand? Like in a sense, if you know you passed away, get rich or die trying. The same applies for whatever things you are busy with in life. Never stop. Just continue to press, and inshallah, with sabr and Allah's mercy, it will all come through and all come alive.
Inshallah. So what made him turn the mooi daily cream Easter to this drag Easter? Obviously chasing times, no?
Simply because I saw potential.
Okay, so that one was from Dale Jacobs. So Dale obviously saw potential in the car after his first event. And yeah, that is why
I didn't have to do any performance upgrades.
Yeah. So that is why he is where he is today, or so far. How much Pete, sorry for my language, that is obviously I don't know what account is that, but he asked how much kilowatts does his dual beams make, and what gearbox is he running?
On alcohol fuel at the moment, the car is on 208 kilowatts and 299 Newton meters.
Okay.
A ZZ box with a OEM Toyota LS. That's it.
So there's a 2ZZ gearbox, shorter, 6-speed.
6-speed.
Shorter.
We actually lowered the final drive and put in one of the other ZZ final drives for the alcohol fuels, because obviously with alcohol fuels, the acceleration is
so you put in a 4.3?
4.1.
4.1, okay.
Actually a mistake by getting gear off it, but a good mistake.
Okay.
Because we initially wanted to move from a 4.5 to a 4.3, but then he accidentally moved to a 4.1.
Okay.
And it's working out.
It's working, okay. His name? I would like to ask if he is running pump fuel or a work cylinder head and aftermarket cams or Riga, and so no. But okay, you can answer.
Yeah, absolutely no cylinder head work done. Absolutely no sub-assembly work done. I am running alcohol fuel, not pump fuel.
Not pump fuel, alcohol fuel, yeah. There we go. And yeah, that's that. Guys, also big shout out to Rack and Girl for making the podcast possible, and for Armin for bringing his car here and taking the time and the effort and whatever. So yeah, they actually literally just put the gearbox in last night.
Yeah, last night.
So obviously his clutch broke. He got his new clutch, his flower, whatever, and so they did that, and he built the car here just for this podcast. So shukran, bro. Appreciate
shukran to you
for your effort.
Shout out to SS, to Saeed, for again thinking up and getting this great idea for the podcast to interview.
Look, I'm obviously not the first person to do a podcast.
No, 100%.
But I just felt like I need to interview.
You see, I'm going to say it straight, man. Whether you want to put it on the interview or not, you're not selective.
Yeah.
There's many races, and whoever wants to come on and have a conversation and a chat about it.
Look, like you know me, Bill, you used to drive. I think you actually drove me a few times out of town, remember?
Yeah.
And when you had liquor car talks.
Yes.
Yeah, so like you know, even before he was racing at Killarney, I was a Toyota man, and I'm still a Toyota man, and I will never change that. But I still respect everybody else.
No, definitely.
Whether you drive a car for Honda.
Look at me.
Yeah.
San is Honda, Shirat is Honda, Yasin is Honda, my friend SP in the SP group, Honda, Nissan, no Toyota. This was actually the Toyota. So Ismail King is also in the group with me, and this is the only Toyota. Most of like Saud, listen. Who can I say? You understand? Other than Rolling Republic, but most of the guys I interact with, different brands. I love and respect every brand. and also give the brands due if it's due, bro.
So here's also the thing. When I started 2ZZ Nation, the YouTube channel,
Yeah.
it was initially for 2ZZ content only.
100%.
Because there wasn't a lot of 2ZZ
At the
content
time.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I went to Killarney one day, and then Zaid said to me, Fad Productions, he said, my bro, make a Killarney video. I said, but there's a lot of people that's already made. He said, yeah, but everybody has their own style.
100%.
You make a video. So I was like, okay. But there's not always 2ZZ.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, you know what, a safe man. Let me put everybody in, whether it's a Toyota or not. And alhamdulillah, you know, it's there.
A shout out for the beams, guys. Whatever you guys think can't be done, here's some platform for you guys to know that the stock motor can perform. If there's anyone that wants to reach out, I'm more than willing to share my journey and advice on how to get power out of this car without using any mods,
There we
just
go.
alcohol fuels.
There we go.
That's not the secret.
So yeah, there you go, guys. If you need anything, you can give him a shout. If you see him at the track, you can speak to him as well. Yeah, and that's about it. Check out SS Diagnostics. Maar for all your car care products and lights, bonnets, bumpers, any automotive body part. So yeah, shot. We're out. On to the next one. Yeah, on to the next one. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget Riyadh Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper, yeah. Yeah, so don't also forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell so every time a video gets uploaded from 2ZZ Nation, you will get notification. Guys, and if you like the podcast, please click subscribe. Please like the video and share it if it's possible on your status, because a little goes a long way. If you make the videos grow, I can bring you more videos. Because Wrecking Girl is not always going to be there. Okay, I'm not saying he's not always going to be there, but he might at any time tell me, look, not this month, whatever, then I can't do podcasts. So if my channel can go and I can make money on YouTube, then obviously I can bring you more podcasts. Because as you can see, I drive to the people. People don't come to me with their calls. So yeah, shout out, guys. And yeah, don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Safe.